Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do the initial flight for this DJI Phantom 3 professional drone. We're going to learn this together. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Obviously I'm looking at my controller and my iPad mini attached to it. First things first, if you're going to do this, you have to supply your own lightning cable. It's something I didn't know, so you probably won't either. But I'd hate to see you get all the way out to wherever you want to fly your recording or whatever and not have the cable and not be able to do anything. So you do need your own cable. So this is what the Dji Go app will bring you up to. You got all kinds of things here. You can edit and look at your equipment, etc. And we're going to go right to camera. There we go. And it's connecting to the copter. There we go. So all right, you can see here it's looking out of my camera, looking forward, and it says here, I don't know if you can see it too good with the reflection, but it says safe to fly, and it's got connected to 13 GPS, well now 12 GPS satellites, and I have 98% battery on the craft, and here's all our height and distance from where we are, as well as a map. If you want to look at the map on how to use that, just a tap away. So the cool thing about this is, since I'm new to this, I don't want to wreck it. It has an option to do an automatic takeoff. So we'll tap that, and it says takeoff. Ensure that conditions are safe for takeoff. The aircraft will climb to an altitude of 4 feet and hover in place, and then you slide to take off. So let's do it. There it goes. Check that out. Pretty cool. Now I hope I'm going to get this all on my GoPro here. Now the controls, you want to do it like it's looking away from you. You can see that it's moving back and forth. It's because it's pretty windy. Hopefully it won't transfer to the microphone and cut out. But if I want to move it away from me, you want to do it in the direction the camera is facing, or just look at your screen and do it that way. But let's go away from me a little bit because it's kind of loud. As you can see, it sounds like a swarm of bees. And this is pretty freaking awesome. It is windy, and you can see the wind taking it a little bit. Let's go up. Actually, before I go up, let me spin it around. So now we're looking at me, and I'm going to hit record on the drone. So now I am recording us, recording it, recording you. So let's go up. Now while I'm going up, I'm going to try to use that gimbal. I can see the sun's kind of bright, but just rotate that gimbal down to me, give us a point of reference. It is kind of bright, so I'm going to turn it around maybe in a minute. Let's go way up there. Now that height looks pretty cool. Let's bring it away from that tree a little bit. Now it's directly over me, as you can see obviously from the camera, looking down from the drone. On the screen, it tells you it's at 31.5 feet, and it's 6.2 feet away from where I am at the moment. So that's not too bad. As you can see, it's fluctuating because the wind's flowing, you know, kind of breezy, so it's constantly making adjustments. Now if I keep going up, let's see how high we can bring this. I don't think you're going to get this on my GoPro. I'll try to, but I'm going to break my neck to do it. So you can see on the screen that I'll have the drone footage there. We're at 200 feet, 230, 280. Let's adjust the camera looking down on me. I mean, the thing looks like a little blip in the sky right now. The FAA regulations is 400 feet. That's as high as you can fly an unmanned craft, a drone. So that's where we're at 393, and it's giving me a warning that you shouldn't be any higher than this. So let's come down and get the rolling off. All right, we're at 389 and change. Let's look up. Holy cow. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a plane up there. let's bring it down just so they don't get all upset.
Wow.
But that's
perfect timing.
That's way up there, and you can see the screen, or the video actually from the drone itself. I mean, you get way up there. So now we're at 268 feet, a couple inches. Let's change the gimbal, and boom, you can see that it has a button on the back, one of those programmable buttons I told you about in the unboxing. I programmed it to do a quick 90-degree rotation, so I can go from 90 degrees here to 0 degrees straight down just with the flick of a button. Now let's pan this in a circle. You can see the horizon here. Man, this is super easy to use, guys. If you're hemming and hawing about getting a drone because you think it might be too hard to fly, this is the only one I've ever had, and this is making me look like I know what I'm doing, and I can tell you that I don't. So if I can do this, you can do it. And there's some fireworks. I wish I knew that was going off. I would have gotten that. Actually, I might have gotten that on accident. So we'll rotate this back down, and here's my house.
For firework.
Let's look up here, and fireworks came from right over there. Let's go say hi.
Like, hello. I can hear you for the bees.
Now, you want to keep it in line of sight, obviously, because you don't want to fly into a tree. But right now, I'm 268 feet up, so it's pretty safe to say or assume there aren't any 280-foot trees that I have to worry about around here.
Probably the one behind us, but...
Check it out, man. I mean, this is cool as hell. And you can pan slowly and make it all cinematic. You can look at your neighbor's pools. But I mean, this is cool. Now what I want to show you, let's bring it back to me here. All right. Face me and come forward. This is what takes a little getting used to, is which way it's flying, as in reference to what you're looking at, whether you're looking at the drone itself or you're looking at your tablet, the screen. So we're gonna bring it down a little. 240 feet right now. I don't know if you can see it on my GoPro, but it has a button that I talked about during the opening, and this is it here. This is the go home button, or the come home button. Where it automatically brings it to you and lands it at its last, at the GPS coordinates of when it took off. And when it does take off, it records the GPS. So I'm just gonna hit that button. I'll show you what it does here. See if I can get this on screen. I hit that button. It starts beeping. Oh, there you go. You gotta hold it. You can hear it starts beeping, which means it is automatically landing. You can see on the screen, if I want to cancel, I can tap that red X and cancel it. But it is straight above us at the moment. Make sure you keep an eye on it so it doesn't land on you. But you can see now, if I hope I'm getting this on the screen, 230 feet. It's coming down slowly to 27. It is still fighting the wind. As you can see, it's a 6.7 mile an hour wind it's going against there. All right, so it's coming down. Now I do have a tree in my garage and my house here, so I obviously want to keep an eye on it to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. But you can override it so that you can make adjustments. Well, look at that thing. It's just coming down. I'm not doing a damn thing. And there it is. It landed all by itself. I didn't have to do anything. Magic. that's pretty easy. The DJI Phantom 3, this is the professional. Like I said, it shoots in 4K, and this is amazing. I mean, once you get this thing set up, it's so easy a kid can use it. And I'm actually going to teach my little daughter here, my 11-year-old daughter, to use this. One thing I will say, taking it out of the box, it required a firmware update for the copter and the batteries and the camera and the control unit, and I couldn't figure it out on my own. It doesn't give you a manual on how to do that. You have to download the manual. They do have some tutorials on their website, but I'll be honest with you, I watched a YouTube tutorial from start to finish, and I'll put a link in my description to that video. It's from a person who deals with drones all the time, and it helped me out tremendously. So check out that link. It was like 17-minute video, and it was so easy. Like, you know, your neighbor could do it. It walked you right through it. I had no problem once I watched the video. So it cleared up whatever issues were left from me trying to figure out the whole thing. But real quick, if you want to take off on your own, we already did the automatic takeoff. You're going to move these two control sticks down and in towards center. And that starts your blades of spinning. And then from there, you can just push up on your left stick, and that goes up. Let's bring it a little closer. They move pretty quick. It goes up to 35 miles an hour. So when you do move it around, don't crank it if you're close to it. One of the cool things is you can see how hopefully the GoPro will pick it up. But like if I'm banking this left and right, look at the gimbal. I mean, it's pretty damn good on those axes. It's on the axis there. It's keeping that camera steady. And while I'm still doing this banking maneuver, I'll show you some video here from the actual camera itself on the gimbal. I mean, it's pretty steady, which is very impressive. All right, so we'll show you how to land it on our own. Prior to this, when I showed you how to hit the home button, which is also one on the screen, all you gotta do is push down, go slow. You don't want to smash it down. Nice controlled. And keep holding it down for a couple seconds and it shuts the motors off. But pretty cool. Let me know what you think, guys. Please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Comment if you use these, if you have any ideas of how I could be a little better at it. This is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Thanks again. Take care. Goodbye.
Somebody shoot down your drone? No.
There's a firework. I don't know if they shot it at the drone, but it was in the direction, but I was 280 feet up. They weren't going to hit it.
I just heard a bang, so I figured maybe somebody shot it down.
I saw who it was. As soon as I heard it, I freaking brought the camera right to him.
Hello.